Hey, it's Michelle coming to you with some kitchen inspiration. I'm making a really good recipe that I get so excited about as soon as the tomatoes come in from the gardens, which is awesome. So I'm going to share it with you. The first thing I'm going to do is make the pesto for the recipe. So I'm putting in a half a cup of olive oil and 3 cloves of garlic and 2 cups of fresh basil, which I'm spilling all over the place. Okay. And a half a cup of pine nuts. Italians know these as pinoles, but the rest of the world calls them pine nuts. Okay. And if you don't eat pine nuts, you can, and we're going to put in about a half a teaspoon of salt. If you want to use pine nuts, you can use walnuts or almonds or something else, but I like it the traditional way with pine nuts. Oops, and I forgot a major ingredient, which is our pecorino romano, okay? About 3/4 of a cup. It's not an exact science here. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make enough room on my counter because I made a giant mess. So first thing we gotta do is plug the blender in because I forgot to do that step. All right, so it's on. Got to put the lid on and lock it in place. And then we're going to use the pulse function. It has all those normal, things, but we're just going to use the pulse function. So sometimes, if the food's not heavy, basil's not heavy, so you kind of have to use this piece to push it back down in by the blades because it will get... All right, 17 seconds. See that? That's how long it took to make the pesto. I always make a whole bunch of this this time of year when the basil is in season from the gardens or from the farm, in my case, because I don't have a garden, but I support my local farmer. Okay, so, sorry, my camera's being funky. There we go. All right, so steps I've done so far was I cooked my bacon nice and crisp. I took it out. I added my boneless chicken thighs. You could use chicken breasts if you'd rather. I like chicken thighs in this recipe. It's a nice flavor in here, but either one works. Then once the chicken thighs were browned, I added a cup of white wine, dry white wine. I used Chardonnay. Put it in there and let them cook in the wine for a little bit. P.S. This is my enameled cast iron skillet. It's about 10 inches across, about 3 inches deep. It has the lid over there, which we will be using. Okay, so this, of course, was my deluxe cooking blender. And I'm going to put a little hunk of pesto. Actually, I'm gonna put a big hunk of pesto because honestly, I love pesto. To me, that is the flavor of summer, pesto. That's why I make a bunch this time of year and I put it in the freezer. And then in the winter, when I'm having the winter blahs and I need a little taste of summer, we pull it out and we have chicken with pesto or pasta with pesto. Because to me, like I said, it's the taste of summer. So we're just going to put a little bit on each, like a spoonful on each piece of chicken, okay? Put as much on as you like. I like a lot, so, I'm putting extra on, so that's completely up to you. All right, once it's on there, looks beautiful. All right, next step is mozzarella cheese. Got some good quality mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to lay a piece on each chicken. This is called Caprese chicken, right? So I'm going to lay some mozzarella cheese on each chicken. Then I'm going to drop all these little baby tomatoes. You can use grapes, cherries, whatever you've got around here. These are really what makes the recipe delicious because they cook in here and they just come out unbelievable. They are like little bombs, so be very careful when you go to eat them. And I'm going to take the big beefsteak tomato from the farm and lay it over the top here. And then I'm gonna pop this in the oven for a little bit and cook it down some more. When the cheese is thoroughly melted and it's bubbling and hot and maybe brownish and my tomatoes have sizzled up and the whole thing is kind of boiling in there, then I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna serve it with some nice crusty fresh bread. I'm gonna take some more fresh basil. I saved a stem, and the bacon that I made. I'm gonna crumble those up and I'm gonna sprinkle them over the top right before we eat it. So that's it. Delicious, delicious recipe. I did not come up with this recipe. I got it from someone else, so I'm not going to post it. But if you would like it, I will be happy to send you the link to that person's website. So thanks so much. Let me know what you like to do with your garden fresh tomatoes. I mean, I love a good BLT sandwich with the really nice garden fresh tomatoes. So tell me what you want to do with yours. Put them in the comments. Oh, you know what else I like to do? I just like to slice them like this and sprinkle them with salt and let them sit for a little while and eat them as a side dish for dinner. So if you liked this video, please go ahead and hit share so your friends can see it on your timeline. And if you do that, please let me know and I will send you a gift. Thanks so much. Hope you have a great evening.